Hi, Stacy here with Bluebird Paper and Thread. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Saturday, November 15th, 2025. And I'm sitting here in the rain. I mean, it's not raining in my room, but um, it started raining at 7 a.m. and it's 1 o'clock now, and it's been steady and it's still raining. And whew, here I am. It's going to be raining all day, and it's good. We do need it. I do not like it, but it's very likely that this will be the one and only like decent amount of rain that we get. We're projected to have a La Nina year, which means a pretty dry winter rainy season. So this could potentially be it for rain, a substantial amount that would make any difference. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My channel is on my hobbies. Right now that's primarily cross stitching. I do enjoy a little bit of sewing. I've been making project bags, and I have started doing a little bit of quilting. And I also enjoy making paper crafting, making greeting cards, gift tag holders, treat boxes, that kind of thing. I had this week a fully finished object. And when I say a fully finished object, I've shown you this before because the pillow has been made, but I added the beaded trim. So now it really truly is fully finished. I had another finish. I had 2 starts, one of which I actually started and finished in the same day. So that was exciting. And I think a third start too. So a lot of new starts. Christmas stitching has commenced. So I've almost forgotten all about fall, and I'm now Christmas and winter. But I do still want to touch my fall. I did finish a Halloween stitch, so that's good. So that the next time I sit down to do finishing, I will have a few things to finish, and so I'm excited about that. Work, our auction last weekend on Saturday was great. Everybody had a really, really good time. The venue, it's the first time we've done it at that venue. It was reasonably priced, I thought. The food was okay. It was a lot of fun. So I mean, we had a great time. I'm glad it's over. We can move on to the next thing. The next activity that we're planning for a fundraiser is our Santa's festive trees. In our camp will be a one evening event where kids can come and from 4 to 8 and do cookie decorating, grab some hot chocolate. We'll have some food trucks. We'll have a little bit of a snack bar. We'll have games, pictures with Santa. It'll be a lot of fun. But we're only doing it one evening. So I'm glad for that. You know, we can do anything once. So that's what we're going to do. And it'll be here before you know it. I can't believe Thanksgiving is just a couple weeks away. But anyways, as it does, it just keeps marching along. Okay, moving on to this week. Let me show you my fully finished object. So this was made into a pillow earlier in the year, and I knew I wanted to do a beaded trim, and I had gone to Michael's and I picked out like a Swarovski crystal because they're so pretty, and I really, really, really wanted the whole thing to be Swarovski crystal, and it's not. The red is, but the green that I picked was really more like a deep emerald green, and I was struggling, which is why it wasn't done right away. I was really struggling with that green. It was a darker green, an emerald green, and it looked okay with the back of the pillow, but it didn't really look great from the front. And there's really no emerald green on the front of this piece. So I was at Hobby Lobby, and there was another lady in the bead aisle, and we just started talking, and we decided that I needed to give this green a try. And so I did, and I love it. And there's no double. So like 2 colors, like I had enough to be every other color all the way around the pillow, and it has a lot of sparkle. And it really is a lovely finish. This came from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitching or Stitcher magazine from a few years ago. Maybe 2021. And I'm so glad to have it completely done. So, fully finished object. The next thing that I finished, I have been working for a very long time on the pillows in Jack-O-Lantern Jubilee, and I was working on this middle one here. I have all the others done, but I wanted to finish the book so I could put everything away, and I finished it. So I am working this on a 40 count platinum linen by Zweigart. And I finished it last night. This is my Friday focus piece. So I pull it out every Friday and stitch on it until it's done. So this is what I do on Fridays. And now it's done, so I can move on to the next one. I actually did 2. I had 2 finishes last night. Okay, and if you notice the spider and his little French knot eyes, oh, so cute. See if I can get closer. Really is cute. The backing will be this fabric. This is what I've backed all the others for. It works really nicely with the fabric for the front as well as the floss colors. And then I have a black eyelash trim. I believe it's Lady Dot Creates in Licorice, and that will be the trim around it. So all my pillows will match. So this is ready to be fully finished. I'm very excited to have it done. My next finish, this is a project bag by me. I ordered this off of Etsy, and I love it. It's just great. I think it's perfect for that bag. When the Leaves Fall by Blackbird Designs, and I started this one because I figured it would be a quick stitch. And I finished this. I'm stitching this one on 40 count Legacy Linen by Picture This Plus. And I am done. There is quite a few mistakes. I noticed last night as I was putting the final stitches in that this is 1 row too short right here, and I'm 1 off 2 actually. This stitch right here should actually be too high, and then it goes up, and then there would be a little acorn right in through here. I looked at it and I thought I would have to take out this whole section to fix it. And I kept looking at the picture. Let me see if there's another picture close up. And I kept looking at this picture, and I decided that there's no reason for me to do that. This is going to be a piece that will be displayed in the fall only. You're not going to notice. No one's going to know except for, y'all and the designer. and I just decided move it along. It's not a sampler. It's not meant to be an heirloom piece. It was simply a piece that I did to stitch for the fall, particularly like the Thanksgiving time, so that I could enjoy it. So this one's done, ready to be finished, and I do think I'm going to finish it in a drum. And then I'm not done stitching out of this book. I think my next stitch, well, I may do this pincushion right here, but I also want to stitch that. So I should look at the flosses and pick out my floss colors, because I know the flosses that I have pulled aren't everything that I need. So I might do that before I go in the house. And then I need to find a fabric too, because I don't have enough of this one. This one's a perfect fabric for those, but that's how much I have left. So it was fun to have that one done. So I finished this one early evening, and then I finished this one later in the evening. And then that allowed me to pull out Autumn Quaker by Primrose Cottage, but we're not going to show that one just yet. I'm going to show you another new start. Well, a new start. I told you the Christmas stitching bug kind of hit me this week. And I decided to pull out last year's chart from the 141 Design Company mystery ornament box. This is Teresa Kogut's entry from last year, and I decided that I wanted to stitch it. And I'm stitching this one on 40 count Fresco by Picture This Plus. And here's my start. So my goal is to have this one done by Christmas, maybe by the end of December at the latest. And then I do have to finish the board, so I need to see, I don't know if I have red paint. I should have red paint. But this is the ornament that she chose to finish it on. And I do want to finish it very similarly to this. And so that will be my focus. I think it'll look really cute. I might make it a little grungier. We'll see. But I love it. This fabric is really nice. It's got a little bit of a blue-gray modeling to it. So, new start. And then my new start, which very quickly worked into a finish in a project bag made by me and a zipper pull made by me. Oh, you can't tell. Cookie Claws by Not Forgotten Farm. I think that these are adorable, and what really got me hooked on these is the mom. I think her name is Nettie from Primrose Cottage. She did these and she finished them into little dimensional dolls, think like the animal crackers. So they're going to be tiny, but so adorable. And I thought, oh my gosh, to have Mr. and Mrs. Claus together in something at Christmas time would be adorable. And so that's what I did. Is this what I'm stitching on? And I have a couple projects in this bag. That's why I'm Having a hard time here. Okay. Yes. So I am stitching this set on Cream and Sugar 36 count linen by Fiber on a Whim. And she was started and finished. I love her so much. I was watching, I think it was Stitching with Sandy Alba, and she did a little trim on a dress of a Mrs. Santa. I don't know if it was this one or if it was another one, but I think she did hers in white just to give it like a lace look, and I thought, yes, I love it. And so I just decided I was going to pull in a little bit of the green from her dress and add it to the apron just to give it a little interest. And I'm so glad that I did. I thought it was a fantastic idea. She's so cute. It didn't take me. It took the bulk of a day, but it really, it worked up very quickly. And then I immediately started Santa. And so that's my start on Santa. And Santa is Little Nick. And I messed up on him right out the door. I thought, okay, well, she's got green trim on her dress, on the hem of her dress and her cuffs, on her sleeves. He must have green trim. No. He has brown trim. So I decided, because there was so much green in the garland that he's holding, that I would go ahead and pull it out. It wasn't very many stitches, and I restitched it in the brown. But I hope to get him done, and I hope to get them fully finished in time for the holidays. I do want them out this Christmas. I think they would be super cute. Oh my gosh. And now I'm hooked. I do have the, I think it's a like a leprechaun and an Irish girl for March, for St. Patrick's Day, that I will work on and get those done for St. Patrick's Day. But these are just so cute. And I don't know if I will finish with the linen on the back for these. I might just go ahead and find a fabric and finish with a fabric on the back. We'll see. So that's in this bag. And I also have, oh, that's it. That's just that. So that's it for new starts and finishes. After I finished my Friday Focus piece and I finished that autumn piece, I thought, well, what else am I going to stitch? I had plenty of time left. So I decided to pull out Autumn Quaker because I would really love to get this finished in November. I am stitching this on what am I stitching this on? Beautiful Beige 32 count. I don't normally like these on a 32 count, but I loved this color. And I'm using silk floss that I got through Bestitch Me, their monthly club. So this is Harvest, and it's a beautiful variegated silk. I am freaking out just a little bit. I'm afraid that I'm not going to have enough floss because I'm using 2 strands, so I really can see that variegation. And the fact that it's a 32 count. I'm really concerned that I'm not going to have enough to do the whole thing. So what I decided to do is I am going to not stitch this pumpkin or probably the center of this and then the corner motifs of this in this variegated color. And I'm going to pull out and use, if I need to, one of these three to stitch the pumpkins. And I'm really leaning towards Cinnamon by the Gentle Arts. I think that would be the closest match. But anyway, so this is where I got to last night. I mean, that variegation is gorgeous. Okay, so I did this motif and this little one here and this one here, and I started this bigger one. And it is turning out so nicely. I see this with a trim in the green color. I may change my mind when I get the whole thing done, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. And then I can see the pumpkins stitched in this. It's close enough, and yet it's different. This one is a little too brassy. I don't really like that one as much. It would stand out, but I don't really like it. And this one is too similar to the color in the variegated floss. And it's a little more clay pot. Beautiful, but I think I want a little more contrast, so I think I'm going to go with this one. But I'm going to keep all of these together just in case. But I love it. So I'll be working on this one again this week, I think. I really would like to get it moved along. If I cannot get it done by the end of November, because that is only a couple weeks away, I would like to get it done by the end of the year. That would still be okay. And then I pulled out my Sunday sampler stitch, which is Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. I am stitching this on 40 count vintage country mocha, and I am using the called for flosses. And I am very close to it being done. This is my birthday stitch from 2022. 2022? Yeah, 2022. So what I worked on this week is adding in the flowers on this side border here. So I added in the leaves, the stems, and I started working on the flower pieces. So this week I'll finish that, and then I will move, and all I have to do is across the top, and I'm done. So this one, I think will definitely be done this year. I did not stitch like I wanted to. I had Tuesday off because of Veterans Day, and I was going to stitch on just this one alone. And I pull it? I think I did pull it out to stitch on it some more, but I did not stitch on it all day because I was not feeling great. I don't know if it was just a little bug or if it was like my body finally going, whoosh, you are done being busy at work. But I took a new vitamin, and I don't know if that bothered my stomach. I think it kind of did. So I just decided, whatever I get done, I get done. I did not stitch all day long, but it is making wonderful progress. I was so close. And then I pulled out, because, you know, Christmas bug hit me, and I pulled out Peace and Goodwill. You know, I started watching the Hallmark Channel, the Christmas movies, a little earlier than I usually do. I usually don't start until probably like the week of Thanksgiving. And then our local radio station flipped the switch yesterday morning at 8 a.m. to Christmas music. So when I got home, I turned it on from my computer through the web and listened to it all day. I'm sure that means I'll be tired of it by the time December 2nd rolls around. Anyways, here is my progress. I got the fabric included in the chart from Farmgirl Drygoods. I think also maybe the flosses came with it, but it is the called for flosses regardless of where it came from. And I finished this red motif here, and then I added all of this right in through here. So I added the pine cone, the bird. These are little trees. This one's not finished. And then I started working on this feather tree. And I started working on the roof of the house. So I'm excited to move that one along. Probably will not get this done this year, although it would be amazing if that did happen. And then I pulled out this. I think this might have been, I'm not sure if it was a Patreon or if it was a regular release, but she released it around the time of the Jingle Ball last year. Hello from Liz Matthews. And I loved it. And so I got it, kitted it up, started working on it. It does work up really fast. I can't believe that I don't have it finished yet. I do plan on finishing it like she did with the beaded trim. However, I have seed beads from my grandmother's hat making days, like a long time ago. They're vintage, so that means the silver lining on the inside is tarnishing, and they just have a really unique look. I'm not sure where they are. I hope I can find them, because I hope I have enough to be able to finish this in that way. But I love it. So I pulled this one out because I would like to have this one done by Christmas. I am stitching this, it looks like on Vintage Country Mocha. And I'm stitching it. Nope. No, I'm not. Oh. 36 Count Flax by Zweigart. And here's where I'm at. I did change my red. The called for red is 918, and 918 is really more of a rust color to me. And while it looks good with the olivey greens, I didn't like it as a Christmas red. So I went through my stash, and I think I landed on 3831. And I just think it's more of a red to me, a true red. It still shows out from the greens. It will stand out. I just don't think I would be happy with the 918. And I know she did another one with a 918, which is the next one I'm going to stitch on this fabric. Bah Humbug. I love this one so much. But again, there again, oh, 3830. Maybe that's where I got this from. Oh, 3830. It's this color. So a more pinky terracotta. So I might change my reds. I either might stay with this one or I might go a little deeper, like maybe go 498 or even 349 for a little bit brighter. It depends on what the how the pattern stitches up with the holly leaves. So, but for this one, it's good old 3831 DMC. So that's going to be a substantial pillow when it's done, and that's okay. It's unique enough that I really do want it to be a standout piece. Okay, which brings me to haul. Now, this has not come in yet, but I'm going to talk about it. I regretted the piece that she used, Liz, Hello from Liz Matthews, for last year's Jingle Ball was a star shape like the Merry Christmas, but it had trees and reindeer, and I did not get it. And I was bummed. And if it's available in her shop this year, I might go get it, because I went ahead. I know I was on the fence for a while. What do I not do Jingle Ball? And I don't know how much of the actual Jingle Ball I'm going to do. But I did decide to go ahead and do it because I cannot get out of my head the Stacy Nash gingerbread needlebook. I can't. Every morning I wake up, I think about it. I see something on social media and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like it. And then it was like, do I just get the chart? Do I get the kit? If I get the chart, then I'm not going to be able to stitch it at all this year. And it looks like it'll stitch up really quickly. Maybe I just go ahead and bite the bullet and get the kit. I mean, the internal dialogue that went on with this thing went on and on and on and on and on. And I finally said, just do it. You will regret it. And I think I said just do it when I pulled out the Liz Matthews, because I remembered that other pillow with the reindeer and the trees. And I thought, you are going to regret it all next year if you don't do it, especially as people start showing their cute finishes and what they're doing with it. And is it a needle book? Is it an ornament? Is it, whatever it is. So I went ahead and I ordered the kit. And then I started thinking about Ginger, which is the little mouse on the ice skates in the dress with the little pocket out on the outside of her apron or her dress. And I thought, Stacy, you're going to regret that too. So I went ahead and I ordered, no kits were left for that one. So I just ordered the chart. And then last night I ordered the called for fabric, as well as another fabric from Blackberry Designs, I think is the linen company. So that one won't even probably get started until well into December or early next year, but at least I have her, and I do think I can get the gingerbread done. And what I want to do with the gingerbread, I want to do a gingerbread display in my garden window in my kitchen this year, which is funny because I've never been big on the gingerbread, and all of a sudden last year, about halfway through the Christmas season, I'm like, gingerbread, everything gingerbread. So I bought some gingerbread stuff. I've been working on some gingerbread stuff, and it's either going to go in there, which I'm not sure because the cats might think it's a cat toy, because they like to get up in the garden window. Or I might make it an ornament and hang it on my tree. And I can't wait to get it. I'm going to use the called for fabric. I think I have the called for flosses. If it doesn't, it might come with the flosses. I hope it does. And then from her shop, I've heard that last year's book, which was the house, will be for sale, and it'll only be for sale through the Jingle Ball. So I think I'm going to pick up that chart as well. I really liked the way Nicole Spohr finished hers. She finished hers as a stuffy. So it has, like a gusset, not a gusset, but she did like a strip of linen on the side, and then she covered the roof with felt to make it look like tiles or shingles. It is the most adorable thing, and that's what I think I want to do. And I kind of regretted not having ordered that chart as well. Excuse me. So I will pick that up at the Jingle Ball this year as well. So I did that. Nothing's come in because I literally just did it yesterday. But I did get some other things. Okay. I ordered the new Brenda Gervais charts. So Quaker snippets number 2 is here. Bells Are Ringing is here. Winter Trio. I love the blue in this. My living room has a couple blue walls, and I don't think I'm going to change the colors on this at all. Some of her stuff, Really Tealy was very popular a couple years ago, and everybody had Really Tealy in their stuff, and I was getting tired of it. So there is the snowman and the snow globe, and I'm changing that sweater to be more blue and aqua. So I'm really happy that this one's in blue, because I'll just leave it. I think it's great. And then Sweater Weather. I will leave this one as is. I won't change this one at all because I think it's adorable with the red. If it had a different design and not reindeer, I probably would change it, but it's cute. And then Snowmen are in the Forest. Again, I'm not going to change any of the colors. So those all came in along with the Chantel ornament trio. These are ornaments. I'll go ahead and open them, I suppose. So you get 3 boards to go in each of the pieces. They're perfectly cut for your finish. And then you've got 3 styles. They're slightly different. So there's this one. And then there's this one. So it's a little different. And then you've got this one. And in her ads, she's got them painted red. I'll probably stick with red and finish some stuff in these. Really, really cute. Or I can see myself also painting this into a spring color and finishing like a round, like a springy round in one of these. Or I just buy another set and have another set in brighter colors. But I love these. I think they're great. So I have this set, and that came in, and that's all that I ordered from her. And then what I did, ooh, careful with that wood thing. It left a little splinter. Okay, so with Chantel, every month through her Patreon, she has started a token program, and she releases a set number of tokens at the beginning of each month. on a particular day, and she sells them until they sell out. Once they're sold out, it's done. And they're $5 a piece. So you can buy one, you could buy 100, doesn't matter. And what she does is towards the end of the month, she will print out everybody that's got the tokens and go through live on her Patreon and reach into a basket and pull out a number, and then her helpers will go and pull that number from the stock behind her, and that's what you win, or that's what you bought with your token. So I got some stuff, and I did 6 tokens for my very first try. I wanted to see how it goes, and I'm pretty happy. So I did get this cute little painted candy cane ornament that will be fantastic either out here in a display or in the house in a display. I got these red and white beads, wooden beads. If I already have some of these, which I may, then these will then go into a future giveaway. And then I got some finishing fabric. And this feels like a good amount. I don't know how much. It's a fat quarter. You know, backside too. So that came. I like this one. And this is one that can be used for the holidays. It can be used for spring. Really cute pattern. I love a good gingham or check. And then I got this acrylic floss strip, and you can see the pricing on this. So, I mean, for $5, wow. It could be painted. Oh, it's acrylic. That comes off. Oh, it's so cute. This is better than I thought. I mean, her products are so good. You can't lose for a $5 token. It is only open to her Patreon. So you can kind of see. I'm not going to... It's kind of shiny. So that was better than expected. And then the last one that I'm really happy with is this board. I picked up a couple of these on vacation. So I'm really thrilled with this. I mean, the backside is not the best. But if this is what they're doing with their ones that don't pass their inspection, I'm okay with it, because guess what? You can paint it, or this can be the back, or you can cover it with scrapbook paper. So those came in. And then I also, one of the numbers that was pulled corresponded with a $10 gift certificate. So I have $10 that I have until the end of the year to spend with her. So I'm kind of excited. So that was fun, and I'm glad that I did it. I won't do it every month. And the fun thing about it was that I thought, oh, 5 o'clock is when they're going to start. I thought 5 o'clock my time, because, you know, hello. Why wouldn't it be? No, it was 5 o'clock Central Time. So it was 3 o'clock my time, and I thought, I was sitting there watching it, and then it dawned on me halfway, like half an hour in, oh, this started a while ago. I'm sure she's called my name. And then she pulled my sheet up. My sheet was towards the bottom, so I got to see my items being pulled and live chat with her a little bit. So it was quite the fun experience. So anyways, if you're interested in something like that, you want to go to Patreon and subscribe to Chantel's Patreon page. Several different tiers with several different price points, and she outlines what each price point will get you. I think it's a good value for her Patreon, so I went ahead and I did it. Okay, I think that's it. This week coming up, my first 5-day work week in the office in a while. It's going to be rough. But it'll be fine. And, but I'll get through it. I always do. I do have, there are 2 meetings in the evening. I don't think I'm going to one. I think they can handle it on their own, but I do need to go to the other one. So there's that. And, I think that's all that I have. I don't think there's anything else. This week I'd like to finish my quilt. I just need to do the binding on the falling leaves or fall leaves quilt. So I want to do the binding on that. And I kind of want to take a little bit of a break from cross stitching today, maybe tomorrow, and do a little bit of sewing. I've got a bunch of cute fabrics that came in. I want to make some project bags. So I might do that. I might kit up a couple new projects. We'll see how this all plays out and how it goes, and we will go from there. But it should be a fun week. I should have a lot of stitching time, and I should get a lot done. Well, enough done. Enough to keep me happy, right? Okay. That is it. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment. If you liked what you saw, and be sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to ring the notification bell. Be sure to share the video, like the video, comment on the video. I do read the comments. You will get a response, either the little heart like, or you will get an actual response from me. I do enjoy reading the comments. I do like to hear what you guys have to say. It's fun. I get a kick out of it. I also, I do have a question for you this week. I am doing, our office is doing a door decorating contest, and I have until next Friday to get my supply list in for purchase. I can only spend $25. And I have a couple of ideas, but I don't share an office with anybody, so I don't have anybody to really bounce my ideas off of. I have been kind of bouncing ideas off my sister, and we've kind of come up with a plan, but I don't know if that's really the door. So if anybody's ever done anything like that, please comment below what you think would make a really cute door. I don't have a lot of time to go all out and go crafty. I don't want to do a lot of like poster painting because I just don't have the time, and I don't want to take time out of my off time doing that. So I do have a couple of ideas, but I would like to see if you guys have an idea that I might like better. So if you have any ideas, please be sure to drop them in the box below. I do not want to say what my idea is, because in case a work person stumbles across this video and sees, I don't want to give it away. So anyways, that's the first time we've ever done something like this, and I think it could be quite fun. And there's quite a few talented people. We have lots of people that work with kids who have to come up with activities and cute things all the time. So it's going to be a stiff competition, but I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. It's something we've never done. The buzz in the office is just, it's fun. Anyways, that is it. I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. It looks like we've got a little bit of a break finally with the rain. It's finally stopped. I can let the dog out for a little bit. And then I'll just spend the rest of the day inside. And have a great rest of your weekend and a great week ahead. And until next time, happy stitching. Bye.